And so all of the story is reality and fiction combined. The places that you go to are places that I've been, having spent 5 years in the Caribbean. And the places that you go to in other areas of the world also are places that I've been. So the descriptions are real, and also the facts of what occurred during those periods of time are real. The Marine Mammal Act of 1974 actually exists. So it's funny how it was. I wrote it in the 70s only to find out that the Marine Mammal Act was in 1974. So fiction and reality do come together.
That's great.
Yeah, I wrote it before finding out that those things occurred during that period of time.
You know, now it's interesting too, because as a reader of the book, I didn't know for sure how much was fact, how much was story, but it all seemed very plausible. So
certain things are fiction and certain things are real. Like Calabria in the 1970s, all of the acts there with regard to the U.S. government being part of Calabria really happened. With regard to what the islands looked like at that time, really is true. Joost van Dyke is an actual island. Ritzel, one of the drivers, the taxi drivers that's in the story, is a real man, and he's phenomenal. And that is definitely an ode to my time in the islands. I wanted to honor.
Very good.
On Anegada, you have the individuals that take place there too, and the hotel. All of the things that occurred really did occur at that time, and those people did exist. So.
And you know, it really did come across in the story, because there was no doubt that the author, I mean, I happen to know you personally, but you know, in reading the book, you were the author, right? But there was no doubt to me at any moment that there was a real experience of these places. Like I had an experience of, you know how when you go to somebody's hometown and they show you around versus, you know, just kind of going there on your own, you have a very different experience of it. I had that kind of experience, like you were my tour guide, bringing me into these different places, into New York City, you know, into the islands, and having an experience of them. And it was really, you know, I had that experience. You kind of brought me to your homes.
And I'm so grateful that you said that, because that's exactly what I wanted this to be. Although I don't live in the islands now, that time in that place was so important to me. It molded me as a person.
Sure.
And